Hey guys! Good bubbly morning or afternoon or evening, depends on where you are. Hey everybody, how's it going? How are you all doing today? How are you all doing? I'm actually doing pretty good. Let me know. Hi Clii, hi Chili Apple, thank you for coming today too. Thank you. Ah man, right now, I'm just a little sleepy. I'm just a little sleepy for no reason at all. But you know what? I say let's get started. So right now in Japan it's Hanami season. So first, before I get into the details, there we go. Feeling bubbly today. Good, that's great. That is great. Alright, so before I talk about Hanami and what that's all about, I want to talk about exactly, well, the flowers of the world, because every country has a flower, like the flower that represents the country, and I listed up a few here. Obviously Japan, because we're talking about Japan today. And Japan's flower is actually, here's the thing, it actually has like two flowers. I didn't know that. There's like another flower. I didn't mention it, but usually when you think of Japan, you think of cherry blossoms, sakura, And also as examples, I brought up France. France's national flower are lilies. That's kind of cool, actually. Then we have the USA, which are roses. Very romantic. We kind of have all of them in Germany though. Not sure if one represents it. Yeah, because I feel like lilies are also a thing that are found in other countries as well. Like also cherry blossoms are not, exclusively a Japanese flower. You can also find them in the USA. It's just, I feel like humans like to really make something have meaning. So, we have flags that represent the country, using various colors that obviously exist somewhere else. So therefore, having a national flower is also kind of, kind of common, I would say. But yeah, so now that, we got into that, but before that I want to say, the Japanese names, Japan has no green. That would be so funny if Japan only had like cherry blossoms. We have a lot of kind of flowers. Like every other country, we also have flowers and a lot of plants, but I feel like the flowers that have the most presence are the cherry blossoms, and right now it is Hanami season. So you're probably wondering, what is Hanami? So Hanami is, in English, it's called flower viewing. So to basically summarize it, it's having not a garden party, but having a picnic under a cherry blossom tree in spring and admiring the prettiness of the flowers, and also, just sitting back, relaxing, having a nice lunch or something, and just truly kind of enjoying the day. I feel like it's a nice it's a nice event. But yeah, it's basically having a picnic under some cherry blossom trees. You can like go with friends, family, or maybe someone you like. There's so many things you can do. But yeah, another thing is that there's like a lot of kinds of food that you can eat, you know, traditional Japanese food. Also there's like tips for, you know, doing Hanami. But I'll get to those later because I want to go over the history of Hanami. So the summary is that Hanami was originally a event organized for by and for the aristocrats of Japan back in the day. But a long time ago, sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm like spacing out. But a long time ago, this event was made available for all the citizens of Japan. Okay, sources I find actually say that iris is the French national flower, lily is Finland. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. So this website that I use said that like France has like 2 national flowers, like it can be either. Yeah, and the other one was iris. I didn't know which one to include. I had no idea which one to include. I think like daisies were the national flower of Germany. I could be wrong. But yeah. Like they said either should, because Japan also has like another national flower. Yeah, I should have included both then to make it like easier to understand. But yeah, so the history of Hanami is that around the it was there since like the Nara period. So if you guys don't know like the Japanese you know periods and stuff, let me search. Okay, so the Nara period is from 710 to 794. So it was around like the end of Nara when the aristocrats started to gaze upon the flowers in their big gardens. But they weren't a sakura. They weren't cherry blossoms. They were plum flowers. Which, to be honest, if you've ever seen a plum flower, it doesn't really look that different from a cherry blossom. Fun fact. Germany apparently is knapweed. It looks pretty cool, like a tentacle monster. Oh really? Oh, that sounds cool. Yeah, because like the website I used was like, I think it was like Japan. So yeah, so that's cool. You know, it's kind of cool getting to know like the country's like national flowers or like national plants. I find that really cool. Like Japan has a whole area dedicated to show the representative trees or other plants of every prefecture. I thought that was also pretty cool. But yeah, it started around, I would say around 780. The aristocrats of Japan started gazing upon the plum blossoms. Oh my goodness. It's like a pineapple with pink tentacle hair. What? That sounds... Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Oh, I didn't know those were called knapweeds. Oh, that's cool. But yeah, the sakura gazing was mainly around the time of the Heian period, which is from 794 all the way to 1185, which is quite a long time. So the Heian period was the time when aristocrats of Japan really thrived and really lived in luxury. And this was also the time period when a lot of poems started to become popular among the aristocrats and other wealthy people. And a lot of Japanese culture did kind of start to originate in this period. So this is no exception. In the Heian period, the aristocrats started to gaze upon cherry blossoms, which I think they were imported from China. I could be wrong. Maybe like they're like Japanese flowers as well. But yeah. So for a very, very long time, aristocrats were the only ones who were able to do Hanami. Fun fact, back in the Heian period, once again, 794 to the year 1185, this was a time when the aristocrats had really big garden parties just for gazing upon, the sakura trees. So they would bring like musicians, poets, is that what you call them? And read poems and dance and listen to music. Apparently it was like a really big event. But around the Edo period, which I will also say, it's 1603 to 1868. Very long, the Edo period. During the Edo period, things really started to change a lot for the culture of Hanami. So not only were aristocrats able to celebrate this event, but also the bushi, the samurai, what you're imagining. The samurai were also starting to be able to do the things that some of the wealthier people could do. It was made accessible for the bushi. So that was until, so I have a picture of this this person here, Tokugawa Yoshimune, and this man is responsible. Sounds like I'm gonna say something bad. So because of this man, Hanami is now available to all people. So back then, if the common folk wanted to celebrate Hanami, they would have to go all the way up into the mountains to like a shrine, and that's where the cherry blossoms were planted. And it's obviously very long, sometimes even dangerous trip to go all the way up there. So Tokugawa Yoshimune decided to plant the cherry blossoms trees like around, like near rivers and such. So it really became a more accessible event for the common folk of Japan. And it really started to, really spread. It became really popular in the whole country. Not to mention that when cherry blossoms bloom, it was also a sign of, okay, let's plant the seeds so we can harvest them later on. It was such a cultural phenomenon, and because of that, we now celebrate Hanami. Thanks to this man. I think that is pretty cool. But yeah, anything you guys are wondering about? It would be cool if we still like read poems, make poems and read under like cherry blossom trees. That would actually be pretty cool. I think some groups of people do that. Like they walk around and like write these like haiku or like poems while they're looking at cherry blossom trees. I personally haven't done it before. Maybe I could, but yeah, it seems like a very chill event. And Japan, like, they celebrate it everywhere. And when I say everywhere, I mean everywhere. All the way down to Kyushu and all the way up to Hokkaido. And yes, even Hokkaido, the north part of Japan, also celebrates Hanami, which I find is very cool. We also enjoy flowers in spring. We put them on a big pile and start a large fire called Easter fires. Oh, really? I didn't know that there are things like Easter fires. Oh, that's very cool. Yeah, I'm sure like other countries have their ways of enjoying flowers in the spring. Not sure why every tradition here revolves around arson and destruction. Is there like a reason why they burn it? Like they burn the flowers, right? You gather the flowers in a big pile and burn them. That's very interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. I never heard of that. I didn't know you guys did that in Easter either. I thought Easter was just about, you know, collecting eggs and eating chocolate bunnies. Oh my gosh. But yeah, yeah, if you guys also have like your country's traditions of how you celebrate spring, let me know. I love to learn about other countries' cultures. Well, that's a tongue twister. Other countries' cultures. Oh boy. But yeah, but it's fun celebrating around large fires, cook potatoes and stuff. Yeah, like I feel like food is the best part about any event because I love eating. I love eating so much. Yeah, so yeah, it's kind of like a bonfire, isn't it? Because you know, if you put all the flowers in a big pile and start burning it, I guess it's kind of like a bonfire. You know, you guys sit around a bonfire or something. Is that what you guys do? Maybe it was kept from Viking or old Germanian times. Like when you watched Asterix and Obelix, where they have hunting celebrations. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's very cool. Yeah, I do not know about like those specific cultures in like Europe and stuff. Heck, I don't even know much about like the American cultures. We have hunter celebration days too. Oh, really? Wow, every country celebrates so many things. I mean, like Japan has a lot of festivals, and I mean a lot. Like I can't even count, there's so many. Only keep it as an excuse to get drunk though. Isn't that true for every festival? Every festival. I think there's like a song in Japan about it too. Like, oh, there's New Year's in January, there's what, Setsubun in February, there's like Girls' Day on March, kids start entering school in April. Like every month there's something going on. Yeah, so I really feel that. I feel like that's for like any culture. But yeah, that's enough of the history. Let us move on to recommended spots for Hanami. Yeah, so I did a little bit of research for places to go Hanami for. I was going to add the dates, but I realized that it's probably gonna be over by the time this release. So I was like, nah, maybe you guys can go next year. But yeah, I have a few options here. There's like a whole list. There's a whole list of places that you can go, and there's so many options. It took so long for me to just make it 4. I originally had like 6 options, and I was like, oh no, I need to reduce it. There's just so many. But yeah, so first on the top left, we have Ueno Onshi Koen. Hold on, let me pronounce that in Japanese. I'm so sorry. Ueno Onshi Koen. By the way, koen means park. Let's learn a little bit of Japanese. Want to be at all of them at the same time, I know. But actually, there is a way to enjoy Hanami at multiple places. I mean, it'll take a lot of work, but if you start from the south of Japan and then kind of, you know, go up as you go on. No, it takes like a few months, but it's pretty cool because, you know, Okinawa, around that region, like it gets warmer soon, so Hanami season there starts at January. Well, usually you always want to check like the schedules of the Hanami before, you know, you decide to come. But and again, yeah, it's one of the most famous cherry blossom viewing spots in Tokyo. Yeah, so Ueno is in Tokyo. It is, yeah, there's like a lot of sakura trees there that you can look, and like it's really, really popular there. A common thing that happens when you're trying to do Hanami is that people save spots. People save spots to, you know, sit down. Like I said, it's a thing where you have a picnic, right? So people like to save spots and be like, okay, yeah, this is my space. So yeah, sometimes you want to go like early, and also some people stay even if it's raining. But yeah, next is top right, Himeji-jo. Himeji-jo. Himeji Castle. The only places I know in Japan are Mount Fuji and Animehabara. Honestly, if you know like Animehabara, that's pretty cool. Yeah, Mount Fuji. I've never been to Mount Fuji. I mean, obviously, I'm a fish out of water. I'm not gonna climb a mountain. Mom, my friend Mama loves climbing mountains though. Yeah, but Mount Fuji is really cool. I think it's like really nice. I know that there's like a Starbucks that you can see Mount Fuji. But yeah, Himeji Castle. It's a really famous site. I would say Himeji Castle is like one of my favorite castles in Japan, and there's a lot of castles. I feel like Himeji Castle looks the prettiest. Obviously because it's surrounded by cherry blossom trees, so it looks pretty in the spring. But yeah, fun fact, this is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So very, very important. But yeah, you can take a lot of great pictures here. While in Ueno, you can, you know, really kind of enjoy and relax. And really enjoy like a lot of what's great in Tokyo, but also enjoy the prettiness of the cherry blossom trees in spring. But Himeji Castle, you can really get to learn the history of the area, as well as take really photogenic pictures. But yeah, next, bottom left is Kiyomizu-dera, which is Kiyomizu Shrine. Yeah, so it's one of the famous tourist destinations in Japan where you can also enjoy night cherry blossoms. So you're probably wondering, like, what's night cherry blossoms? So not only can you enjoy Hanami during daytime, you can also enjoy during nighttime. So in some areas, there's a thing called Yozakura. Yo means night, sakura means, well, cherry blossoms. So Yozakura is when some of these areas put up lights. So you can, it's kind of like a illumination. It's kind of like not a nice show, but it's kind of like a illumination where it kind of shows off the beauty of the flowers at night. We have something similar in Germany, the Alps. Instead of a castle next to it, we have a pub to get drunk at. Oh, okay, so I was hearing like Germany, like, or like Europe. Oh, that's so cool. I love Germany. It's a country I really want to go to, actually. Like I don't know enough about Germany, so I would need to do a lot of research to really enjoy the history and culture of it. I only know like chocolate and sausages. So, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, that's the only thing I know about it. But yeah, Kiyomi's Dera is, I think it's in Kyoto. I think it is. Yeah, Kiyomizu Shrine is not just famous for the cherry blossoms, actually. It's famous for like a couple of other things. Like I said, it's one of the most famous tourist destinations. So I definitely recommend it, even if it's not like spring when you go to. It's always a great place to visit. Last, on the bottom right here, let me move my head, is Yoshinoyama. So Yama means mountain. So yeah, it's Yoshino Mountain. So it's actually one of really popular spots where you can see so many cherry trees. So it's not like you can, have a picnic underneath it because, it's a mountain. But I forgot to mention that Kiyomizu Shrine has like, I think they have like an eating area. They have an eating area right under the sakura trees, which is so cool. I love that. And you can get like a snack and sit on the bench outside and enjoy the view, which is really cool. Next is, Yoshinoyama, popular spot where cherry blossoms bloom all over the mountainside. Very, very pretty. If you're a nature lover, I recommend Yoshinoyama. It's very great. Yeah, and I recommend that a lot. There's so many other places that I also wanted to mention. There's like a place where you can also see like Mount Fuji. Oh my goodness. But yeah, there's so many places that I recommend. But like there's a place up in Hokkaido where there's like a site where it's shaped as a star, which is super cool, and it's all lined up with cherry blossom trees. But they kind of bloom late, around like April. I don't think May, but they might bloom in May. Again, it depends. Like I said, the time when they bloom is very, very different in different years. So yeah, that's all for the recommended spots. Except it is food. Yes, we are getting to the best part of any celebration, the food. So I have 5 Hanami dishes. So, going from the left, like I said, it's a picnic. So Japanese people usually take rice balls, onigiri, to picnics because it's it's easy to like consume. I should have worded that better. It's easy to have, you can like take it in your hand and eat it. It's not like you have to take a whole bowl of rice, Also, you can put things in it like salmon, tuna, what else? Also like umeboshi. Yeah, there's so many things you can put in. Some people even put fried chicken into onigiri. I've eaten that before. I think like they sold it in like a onigiri store. It was really yum. It was really delicious. But yeah, then we have next to it is chirashi sushi. Yeah, so again, this is like rice, but well, it's sushi, but it's not the sushi that you're imagining, right? So there's like a couple things on top of it. There's like some seafood, as well as like eggs and other like veggies. I want that. It's really, really good. I recommend it. I think like they sell them around like Ueno and Kyoto. Those places would sell them, but I feel like also convenience stores also sell chirashi sushi. It's really good. Yeah, there's so many places where you can get them. Like it's available all year, and it's really good, and I really recommend it. It's really delicious. Delicious. It's very yum. But yeah, there's actually a lot of like chirashi zushi bento, lunch boxes that they sell around those areas that are famous for cherry blossom viewings. Next on the right here, hold on, let me move. Yeah, we have the sakura mochi. Sakura mochi. Yeah, so this is like, sakura mochi, exactly like how it's written. But yeah, it's basically a mochi mixed with some stuff, wrapped with, I forget what they call the leaf, but yeah, it's one of the most famous Japanese delicacies. Yeah, this is like the Japanese sweets, I feel like a lot of people who are interested in coming to Japan, when you ask them like, oh, what are the sweets that you imagine? They're like, oh yeah, I imagine like the mochi with the ice cream inside and stuff like that. A lot of Japanese sweets are more, they're not, ice cream kind of sweet. They're like, I don't know how to describe it. They're like, dango, mochi, things like that. And it's not like really, oh my gosh, this is super duper sweet. It's kind of like a nice, kind taste. I don't know how to describe it. Usually it's like really squishy. Mochi is really squishy and sticky. That's why you have the leaf around it, so it doesn't really stick on your hand that much. But yeah, I'm sure like there's like other kinds of mochi that they sell, especially around Kiyomizu Shrine. But yeah, there's like 2 left. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. So next is the 3-colored dumpling, or just sanshoku dango, or just 3-colored dango. This is my favorite. I love dango. They are so yummy, so delicious. Yeah, so each of them have like a different taste. Obviously the dangos are mixed with other ingredients, that's why they're that color. I think, yeah, these colors have meaning. I think the pink dango represents the cherry blossoms, white represents the snow that's melting, thawing, and the green represents the greenness of the grass that's starting to come back because of spring, which I think is really nice, and they're really good. I personally like mitarashi dango. It's like really sweet. It's like, it's not honey, but it's like this kind of syrup on top of the usual dango, the dumpling, and it's really good. I recommend that as well. Dangos are very good and delicious. And yeah, lastly we have sakura cha. This is pronounced as cha. Just cha. But yeah, this is like cherry blossom tea. So yeah, we make tea and we put like a little bit of cherry blossom in it. I actually haven't had this before, so I don't know what it tastes like. But I will say that it looks delicious, and it sounds like I would be relaxed after I drink it. But yeah, so far, what do you guys want to have out of this? There's, chirashi zushi, onigiri, also, dango, tea. What? Hold on. I already forgot. Oh my goodness. The sakura mochi. Oof. Yeah, all of it. That's good because notice how all these things aren't big dishes. Am I right? So these are all frankly small dishes, so you can basically have all of them if you want to. That's the best part of it. Just be careful not to get a big thing of chirashi sushi. I feel like that is the only one of this group that is capable of being a full-on meal. But yeah, you can have all of these. You can have like one onigiri, a bit of chirashi sushi, and you can have like dango and mochi as dessert while you have like sakura tea. That would be like so perfect. But yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, you can have like so many things. And it's not just that either. You can also like make your own like lunch boxes. Like I said, it's a picnic. You're basically having a picnic, depending on the place. And then watch Hanami together with Clii. Exactly! We can watch it together. So, like, it's so much fun. But I will say I read this online because I'm sure some of you guys may want to come to Japan, or if you're already living in Japan and want to experience Hanami for yourselves, first thing to be careful of is always bring like a blue sheet. Something to, sit on. You don't want to sit on grass directly. Two, be careful of the weather. Sometimes it will be rainy, so you want to be careful of that. Number three, don't take snacks with you. Okay, so, this seems a little obvious, but sometimes the wind would be pretty strong because, usually it's like March. That's when like the climate is a bit unstable. Sometimes it would be like really cold and the next day it would be like really warm. So, like sometimes the wind would be really strong and blow away a lot of things. So be careful to not bring light things. Like potato chips. Like it's a picnic. You feel free to bring those stuff. It's just you have to be careful to not let it get blown away. What else? I would say, always bring a trash bag. I feel like this applies to going to anywhere in Japan, but I feel like Japan, there is just so many places where you can't find trash cans, which can be really tough, especially if you're a tourist. Okay, bring heavy stuff, a whole chicken. I mean, not gonna lie, I would definitely have a whole chicken. Yeah, you can eat whatever you want, as long as you don't throw away the trash there. You just don't leave the trash there. Be a decent human being. Take the trash home with you. Yeah, and just, don't throw it away. Oh, someone's gonna take care of it. Yeah, they will. It's gonna take a long time because everyone else is thinking the same thing. But yeah, also, it's said that it's recommended that you bring a lunchbox with you. Like I said, the wind can be very strong, and sometimes like it'll suddenly start raining. So, let's say you bring like a whole chicken, right? And like it's not in a box. And then you'd be like, oh my gosh, I just took it out and now it's raining. I gotta put it all back. So yeah, apparently it's recommended that you bring like lunch boxes instead of like plates. Because again, sometimes the wind can like knock it over, things like that. So yeah, that I feel like that's all for what to be careful of when you go Hanami. But yeah. Next is what I mentioned around the beginning. So this is called the Sakura Zensen. The cherry blossom front. I don't know how else to translate this. This is what Wikipedia has told me. So the cherry blossom front, Sakura Zensen, refers to the advance of the cherry blossoms across Japan. So basically, by what I've already said, you probably know at this point that Hanami is kind of a big deal in Japan. So many people, even take days off from work to even have this, nice picnic underneath this cherry blossom trees. So they would need to know when this cherry blossoms are blooming in the first place. That's where the cherry blossom front comes in here. That's when the Sakura Zensen comes in. Weather forecasts will say, hey, this is a schedule for when the cherry blossom trees are going to bloom. It's going to bloom around this day. Today it's blooming this much. They tell that for you. And I feel like that's pretty cool. Like the weather forecast has like a whole section just for cherry blossom trees, which I find is really nice. So yeah, like I said, because the Okinawa region, the bottom part really starts Hanami soon, because it's warmer, so naturally the sakura trees also bloom earlier. So I think this year the Hanami in Okinawa started around mid-January, I believe. And I feel like right now, or like a week ago, around like the middle part, let's say Kyoto, or like Gifu, those areas had their Hanami season around a week ago. And I think Hokkaido is gonna have their Hanami season around mid-April. I could be wrong, but yeah. Like I said, if you want to have like a whole Hanami trip, that would be pretty cool. Because there's like I said, so many places where you can have Hanami. So many places dedicated so you can enjoy Hanami there. Not to mention, you can also go to other World Heritage sites after you enjoy, your Hanami. And then like keep going up north. That would be pretty cool, but who has 4 months of free time? Am I right? Yeah, but like I said, Hanami can be enjoyed anywhere as long as you have all the things you need to do a picnic. So yeah, it's really fun. But money, exactly. Who has the time and money, right? Yeah, so what I recommend is, research, all the places that you're interested in. Research about, when they usually bloom. Sometimes you might want to change where you go to depending on when the flowers bloom usually. But, yeah, also research what's around it. What's this prefecture famous for? What's this town famous for? What do you want to eat? Because you can enjoy so many things. Like, you don't want to go to a city to just do Hanami and then go realizing that you missed like a really important detail. They have like the world's best ramen. They had like a cool World Heritage site. They have like a great night view. Like, there's so many things that you can enjoy. I feel like this not only applies to Japan, but obviously other countries as well. That's why I feel like research is really important. But yeah, I didn't know that the Sakura Zensen was called the cherry blossom front. I feel like that's really like unique. I didn't think there would be an English word equivalent to that. But yeah, guys, let me know what your culture is with flower viewing, because I feel like that's not a thing that's only happens in Japan. Obviously not. Every country has flowers, and every country may have a special flower that means a lot to the people. So let me know in the chat, or in the comments, because I'm gonna post this on YouTube later. Yeah, definitely let me know. I like learning about other countries' cultures as well. It's always nice learning, because I'm also learning about my country as well as I'm teaching you. So you learn and you teach and you learn. I know there's like a better word for it. I just can't remember. I can't remember. But yeah. So far, like, that's all. That is all for today. But we have like, what, 15 minutes? We have like 15 minutes left. So, let's have a little chat. Let's have a little chat. What are you guys up to? Other than, Hanami, what are you guys interested in Japan? Like, what do you want me to make a, video or like a stream out of? Let me know. Right now, I just wanna... Like, I'm really excited for like November. In Germany, we have some old castles that integrate into mountains, cliffs, and cave systems. That is kind of interesting. There are castles that integrate into like caves. I could send you some pictures. Oh my gosh, that would be so cool. Because I love castles and caves. It's like so atmospheric. Like I really like that a lot. Hold on, let me move my model over here. Let me move. There we go. Alright. Alright. Yeah. Okay, so I knew like, Germany, Austria, and, countries around there, like, have castles that, kind of merge into the mountains or like cliffs. I didn't know they had a thing for like cave systems too. There are whole cave systems here. I imagine. That's like really cool. That's like really cool. Wow. Wow, that's really interesting. I'm learning a lot about Germany as you tell me those things. I really love it. I actually love a lot of European cultures and history as well. I literally have a whole book about aristocrat royalty women's clothing. Like all the way back to like the medieval period up to the 19th century. Or was it like the 20th century? Because it included 20th century, because it included early 1900s or 1910s clothing as well. With tourist spots, not sports, with stores and stuff inside caves. It's funny. Wow. Wow, you guys have like stores and stuff inside caves? Okay, I know that Japan also has like something like that, but it's not really, having stores. It's like a shrine that's semi inside of a cave. But it's like completely inside of a cave. It's like on a cliff. So I don't know if that really counts. I know that there's a lot of shrines and stuff that are on cliff sides in Japan. In fact, I went to one. It's on my YouTube channel. Except, it's like 99% in Japanese, so you wouldn't know what I'm saying most of the time. Oh yeah, another thing I want to mention is I'm starting school from Monday. So you guys are gonna see me less here. I'm gonna be posting more on YouTube. There's a new video series coming up that focuses a little bit on environmental problems. But I tried to make it accessible for a lot of people. So be excited for that. There's gonna be a video series about it. Germans love to integrate buildings into mountains and stuff. I imagine. Like, why else would you integrate, stores with cave systems? But honestly, I don't blame you guys. I think that's also pretty cool. I would love to do that as well. It's just I can't build anything. That is so cool though. Hold on, let me search. Germany cave castle. I don't think that's like how I should search it. Oh my gosh, you're right. I mean, like, I never doubted you, but wow. Pajama Castle? Is that what it's called? Pajama Castle? Sounds like I'm saying pajama. Pajama? Prajaminsky grad Prajama. Sorry, let me know if I'm butchering your language. Did I get that right? Is that the castle that you're talking about? Yeah, I'm looking at like Wikipedia. It's so cool. That is so cool. I didn't know that they're like castles inside of caves. Like, semi inside of caves. It's so cool. Wow. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Wow. I love looking at castles. I have a thing where I love looking at castles. What is this? How do I pronounce this? Neuschwanstein? Sorry, Stein. Neuschwanstein Castle. Okay, did I get that right? That's also pretty cool. It's also pretty cool. I love that. Whoa, that is so cool. I'm like geeking over this. This is so cool. Wow, that is so cool. I'm like mind blown right now. That is so cool. I cannot read that. I'm sorry, I cannot read that. Tufilishul? That is definitely not how I'm supposed to pronounce it. Let me search that. Oops. Nope. Okay. I copied the wrong word. Let me search it. It's actually pretty cool. Copy. Boom. Ooh, what's this? Oh my gosh, this is so cool. What? Is this like a museum inside of a cave? Because I saw like a picture of a... Wow. Whoa, that's so cool. Means Devil's Cave, literally. Oh, really? Wow, Devil's Cave. I know that there's... in the USA, I don't know where it is specifically, but there is a like cave called the Devil's Den, which is kind of similar, I guess. It's except that it's like filled with water. You wouldn't know that it's a cave because it's just a hole in the ground. Like you see like grass around it, and it's just this random hole that's in the ground. It's like filled with water. Or look up Shivais. Yeah. I think that's the one that I saw. Is Shivais... W is pronounced as a V, right? Let me know if I got that wrong. I don't know German. Okay. This is way different, but this is so cool. Oh my gosh. Into my private library you go. Oh, that's so cool. I wonder how they make like bridges. Now that's a thing that always fascinated me. How humans can create bridges between like mountains. Heck, even bridges. I feel like that's really cool and amazing that someone can do that. You think like the middle part will fall over, but no, it doesn't. It's like really cool. That's so interesting. Okay, if I ever go to Germany, this is where I will go to. Except that I have an extreme fear of heights. Oh my gosh, what is this? I can't. Steinberg. What does this mean? I don't know. But it's like on the cliffside. That's so cool. That is so cool. I love it. Oh, this is so interesting. Wow. Like this is the kind of place that I would go in like autumn because it would be filled with falling leaves. If you zoom in, there are doors into the mountain. I wonder if they hollowed that out. I mean, they must have. I struggled to create a profile picture. I have no idea. Wow, this is so pretty. I love how everything looks. It's like super cool. Whoa, that is so cool. It's just that my fear of heights is really bad. I can't move if I'm higher than the 12th floor. It's like really scary. It's like really scary. So I can never climb a mountain. because I'd be so scared. I can never look down. If I look down, I'll freeze and I'll like crawl up into a little ball and like hold on to like a pillar or something or a tree because I'd be so scared. I can't move. It's so scary. Yeah, but that's like really cool. Thank you for telling me about that. That was really interesting. It's a very interesting thing. I will carry your frozen brick around. Yes, I would literally be a chili angel. You get it? Because, you know, I'm originally a sea angel. And I freeze, so I'm like chili. Get it? Oh my gosh, you're strong though. You're strong because you can carry me. You're strong. My gosh, that is like really cool. Aren't there Japanese castles on mountains too? Yes. In fact, a lot of Japanese castles are not, I wouldn't say they're built on cliffs, but they are built really high, so it's hard to invade. So yeah. Yeah, in Japan there's also like a building called the Sky Tree, which is literally just, it's kind of like the Space Needle of Tokyo. I think you like heard of it, but it's like so high up. I went there once and I couldn't move. That's when I realized that I had a fear of heights. Like I was like, oh, the thing looks so nice, and then my friend was like, oh, Clii, look down. And I didn't realize that I was standing on a piece of glass, and I was like, and I just like froze. I like hanging onto the rails, and I'm like shaking. I'm like, that's so scary. And I couldn't move. That was probably the scariest moment of my life. It was so scary. You'd be like, yeah, exactly. That is exactly what it was like. Like, you know, a fish flipping aggressively out of water. You know when you take a fish, put it on like a deck or something, and then like it just flips, flip, blah, blah, blah. Get me back in the water, blah, 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 blah. Like, that's me. But it's like I'm holding onto a railing and I'm like, oh, someone get me off this piece of glass. Get me off this piece of glass. And everyone's like, you're fine. It's not like it's gonna like fall apart. Don't say it. I'm gonna imagine it. Get me out of here. It's like not even a big piece of glass either. Like it's just a little cube. Like it's like a little cube. Like it fits like one person. Maybe 2? 4 at most. But like it's not that big. So like one step and you'd be off of it. But I couldn't even make that one step because I was like, oh my gosh, what if the pressure is like logistically speaking, it's impossible for that to happen. But I was like panicky. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared. I have a really bad fear of heights. But I love castles. And I love going to them. There's so many places that I want to go to. But yeah, like already it's like 5 p.m. here. So, I think I am going to end stream here. So, there we go. Let me shrink. There we go. Okay, so I think, what do you think? Do you want, let's raid my friend. Hold on, let's see. Who is online? Oh boy, there's so many people online right now. Okay. Alright, should we go to Dreamy or Alley? Should we go to Dreamy or Alley? I know, but it's like only an hour. Alright, how about we go to Alley? I think Alley has not debuted yet, and we wanna, really share the love. I would say Alley or Dreamy. Yeah, Alley or Dreamy. Yeah, Yeah, I was thinking like Allie or Dreamy. I think let's raid Allie. Let's raid Allie. Ah, can't. Okay. Raid Allie. Cool. All right. Let's raid. All right, let's go around. But before I go, I want to say thank you all for supporting me. I know that I'm going to be available less and less, but I'm already lurking her though. All right. Oh well. Let's see. Oof. It's kind of funny though. You gotta keep track of waifus. But yeah, right, good point. Yeah, because there's like, actually, hold on. I want to thank you, Silly Apple. Thank you for being here the whole time. Since there's only one of you and you're already lurking in Alley, I'm gonna end stream here so you can enjoy Allie's stream. Tell her I said hi. I probably won't be able to see Allie. Let's go raid Dreamy. Oh, we're gonna raid Dreamy? Okay. Let's raid Dreamy. Let's raid Dreamy. Okay. Alright. I want the channel points. Okay. Let's raid Dreamy then. Alright, so let's go. Thank y'all for coming. I hope you stay shell-tacular, and I will see you all again soon. I'm gonna start school next week, so I hope I can stream a lot more the moment I understand my schedule. Thank you too for making me hungry. It was fun. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. Alright, so let's go raid Dreamy. Alright, so let's go. Alright, bye guys!